Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana.
We are one-stop solution for current affairs.
We have an application student by the name AffairsCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. Once you have downloaded it, you can log in it through your Gmail ID.
You can find our Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will be getting daily, weekly and monthly current affairs on regular basis. You can use code VIKAS10 to get additional 10% discount while purchasing the course. This video is available both in English and Hindi. The timestamp for both English and Hindi are mentioned in the description of each video. You can contact us on the number provided or mail provided. Also follow us on Telegram and Instagram, and the link for the same is provided in the description of each video.
In our course, you will be able to find the quizzes that are uploaded which will help you enhance your learning. We make sure to cover multiple banking exams that will help you to land a better job. That includes your IBPS, RRB, SBI PO and other banking related exams. We aims to cover 15 questions via handwritten notes in upcoming bank exams. These handwritten notes are available on daily current affairs content PDF at our mobile application and website careerscloud.in. Only our Crack Current Affairs subscribers will be able to access these handwritten notes. A sample PDF of the handwritten notes will be available in the description.
Hello everyone. So let's start with indexes for December month. This will be quite an interesting and important session, so pay attention till the end. Let's start. The first question is, which among the following is are correct with respect to the Times Higher Education inaugural interdisciplinary science ranking for 2025? If we look at the options, option A and B are right, C is wrong. C is saying that India with 75 universities emerged as the most representative country on the list. So no, not with 75 but with 65 university, India emerged as the most representative country on this particular list. Now options all are right. Next, according to Niti Aayog's report, that is India's booming gig and platform economy perspective and recommendation of the future work, published in June, the number of gig workers and platform workers is expected to increase to 23.5 million by which year? By 2930. Next, according to recent report on science-based target initiative commitments by Indian companies released by ICRA ESG ratings, India has secured the 6th spot globally. UK here secured the first position with 702 companies in this list, and our country was on a 6th spot with 127 companies committed to net zero targets. Next, which company has recently topped the India and the world respectively as per the CIPRI Top 100 Arms Producing and Military Services Companies for 2023 released by CIPRI? So which is that organization? It is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and Lockheed Martin. Hall, if we talk about, has secured the top position in India and globally it is at 43rd position. Bharat Electronics Limited is at 67th position. Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited is at 94th position. And globally, who secured the first position? It is Lockheed Martin of USA that secured the first position. Next, as per the Niti Aayog's report, Trade Watch Quarterly for first quarter of FY25, India's total trade performance for the first half of 2024 has reached dash with year-on-year growth of 5.45% compared to 2023. So it has reached $576 billion with overall growth of 5.45% compared to 2023. Next, which among the following is not an Indian woman featured in the 12th edition of BBC's 100 Most Inspiring and Influential Women's List of 2024? Which among the following is not? So here, Aruna Roy, Vinesh Fogart and Pooja Sharma, they are listed, but Harmanpreet Kaur is not listed here. And this was the 12th edition of the BBC's 100 Most Inspiring and Influential Women list. Which among the following are correct with respect to the 3rd edition of the Quackrelli-Simons World University Ranking Sustainability 2025 report released by Quackrelli-Simons in December 2024? If we look at the options here, all the options are rightly mentioned. Next, according to the recent data by DPIIT, foreign direct equity investment has increased by 45% to 29.8 billion in the first half of FY25. Which country has emerged as the top investing country in India with 7.53 billion foreign direct investment during April to September 2024? If we look at the option, it is Singapore that has emerged as the top investing country in India with $7.53 billion in FDI. Next, which organization has collaborated with Andhra Pradesh State Housing Company Limited and Andhra Pradesh State Energy Efficiency Development Corporation Limited to launch three transformative programs for enhancing energy efficiency across Andhra Pradesh? So the right option here is Energy Efficiency Service Limited. Next, in December, World Health Organization released the World Malaria Report addressing inequity in the global malaria response, highlighting the malaria cases in India decreased by how much percent? It decreased by 69% from 6.4 million in 2017. That means we are seeing a decrease in the malaria, and this data was released by World Health Organization. Next, which IIT has recently partnered with IIT Mandi and Center for Study of Science, Technology and Policy, developed and released the report that is District Level Climate Risk Assessment for India, mapping flood and drought risk under the IPCC framework. So this report, it was with IIT Guwahati, IIT Mandi and Center for Study of Science, Technology and Policy. These organizations together this report, and this report provides comprehensive analysis of flood and drought risk across 698 districts in India. Next, according to the recently released Bloomberg's Richest Family 2024 Index, the Walton family of Walmart has secured the top spot as the world's wealthiest family with a net worth of $432.4 billion. Then Al Nahyan family of UAE was on the second spot here, and Al Thani family of Qatar was on the third spot. Ambani family in India secured the top position with $99.6 billion of net worth, and globally he was on the 8th position. Next, in December, Forbes, an American global media company, released the 21st annual ranking of the world's 100 most powerful women's list. Ursula von der Leyen, the president of European Commission, has topped the list here, and our Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, right, she ranked at what position here? So she was at the 28th position in this list. Next is Union Minister Amit Shah has recently inaugurated the 59 Directors General of Police Inspector General of Police Conference in Bhubaneswar, Odisha. He launched the Ministry of Home Affairs book on the ranking of police station 2024. Question asked here is that in this ranking of police station 2024, which police station has secured the top position in the ranking of police station 2024? So which police station secured the top position? It is your Ichhapur police station. This Ichhapur police station secured the top position here. Correct. Where is this Ichhapur police station? It is in Surat, Gujarat. Next, in December, Huron India, in partnership with IDFC First Bank Limited, they have released the second edition of India's top 200 self-made entrepreneurs of the Millennial 2024 list. Who among the following is not in the top 5 of this list? So Harshil Mathur is not in this list. Rest 4 are in this list. Next, which organization or ministry recently released a report that is Site Adjacent Factory Employee, that is safe accommodation, worker housing for manufacturing growth. This highlights the importance of secure, affordable, flexible and efficient housing solutions for the industrial workers. This report was released by Niti Aayog. Next, which country has recently topped the global list for mobile malware attacks, accounting for 28% of the worldwide attacks as per the Zscaler Threat Labs 2024 mobile IoT and OT threat reports. IoT is your Internet of Things, right? So, which country has secured the top position here for maximum number of malware attacks? It is India. Next, which state has recently topped among all the states in the India rooftop solar installations under Pradhan Mantri Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana as per the data released by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy? So which state is it? It is the state of Gujarat. Next is, according to World Bank's recent data, India has emerged as the top most recipient of remittances among the low and middle income countries in 2024 with an estimated inflow of $129 billion. Correct. India is followed by Mexico on second position with $68 billion, and then China on the third position with $48 billion in inward remittances. Next, which route ranked the 8th busiest domestic route in the world according to the report that is busiest flight routes in the world 2024 released by global travel data provider official airline guide. So which is the 8th busiest domestic route in the world? It is your Mumbai, Maharashtra, Delhi to Mumbai to Delhi, right? Mumbai to Delhi route is the 8th busiest here, correct? And the busiest international route in the world is from Hong Kong to Taipei. Next is according to the RBI report that is State Finances, a study of budgets 24-25, the state governments were appreciated for the progress made towards the financial consolidation by containing their total GDF, that is your gross domestic deficit, within 3% of GDP for 3 consecutive years, that is FY22 till FY24. Next, which organization has launched their assessment report on the interlinkages among the biodiversity, water, food, health as the Nexus report? So, which organization has launched this assessment report? It was released by Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services. Next is in December, National Statistical Office under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation released the results of annual survey of unincorporated sector enterprise for 23-24. The number of new establishments in the unincorporated non-agriculture sector has increased from $5.34 million during 22-23 and it has increased to $8.35 million in 23-24. Next, as per the Household Consumption Expenditure Survey for 23-24 released by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, the average monthly per capita consumption expenditure in rural and urban India has been estimated to be 4,122 and 6,996 respectively. So in rural area the consumption is 4,122, right, the monthly per capita consumption, and in urban area it is 6,996 rupees. Next, in December, the Department of Economic Affairs under the Ministry of Finance, they released their monthly economic review of November. As per the report, Indian economy, it is likely to grow at 6.5% in FY25. So students, these were your important current affairs. Now let's move to the revision part for better learning.
Next, who has been recently appointed as the Director General of CISF, that is Central Industrial Security Force. So Rajvinder Singh Bhatti has been appointed as the new DG of CISF. He will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Anish Dayal Singh. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Chief Secretary of Delhi? So Dharmendra has been appointed as the new Chief Secretary of Delhi. He will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Naresh Kumar. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Deputy Chief of Air Staff of Indian Air Force? So, Tejendra Singh has been appointed as the Deputy Chief of Air Staff of the Indian Air Force. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Chairman and Managing Director of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited? So D.K. Sunil, he has been appointed as the Chairman and Managing Director of HAL. He will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding whom? He will succeed C.B. Anantha Krishnan, right? And remember his position here or his term will start from 1st of September 2024. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Chief Secretary of Bihar? So Amrit Lal Meena appointed as the new Chief Secretary of Bihar. He will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Brijesh Mehrotra. Next, who was recently appointed as Managing Director of NABARD Consultancy Services? So Y. Hara Gopal has been appointed as Managing Director of NABARD Consultancy Services. Next, who has recently become the first Indian to be officially named as the Foundation Ambassador of International Table Tennis Federation Foundation? So Sharat Kamal Achanta has been appointed as has become the first Indian to be officially named as the Foundation Ambassador of ITTF Foundation. Next, who has been recently appointed as the new Prime Minister of France? So Michael Barnier has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of France. Next, who was recently recommended for the position of Managing Director of SBI by FSIB, that is Financial Services Institution Bureau. So who was recommended? Rama Mohan Rao Amara. He was recommended for the position of Managing Director of SBI by FSIB. Who is the chairman of SBI? CS Sethi. Next, who was recently named as the member of the Board of Securities and Exchange Board of India? That is, who was named recently as the member of the board of SEBI. So, Deepti Gaur Mukherjee was named as the member of the board of SEBI. Next, who was the first Indian to be elected as the president of Olympic Council of Asia in September 2024? So, Raja Randhir Singh has become the first Indian to be elected as the president of the OCA in September 2024. Next, who has been recently appointed as the managing director and chief executive officer of IFCO Tokyo General Insurance Company Limited? So, who he will be? Tell me, who has been appointed as MD and CEO of IFCO Tokyo General Insurance Company? So, Subrata Mondal. And Subrata Mondal will be replacing H.O. Suri. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Financial Secretary of the Ministry of Finance? So, Tuhin Kanta Pandey, appointed as the Finance Secretary of the Ministry of Finance, and he will be replacing whom? He will be replacing T.V. Somnathan. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Controller of Personal Services in the Indian Navy? So, Vice Admiral Vineet McCarthy, right, has been recently appointed as the Controller of Personal Services in the Indian Navy. Next, who has been recently elected as the chairperson of the Committee of Parliament on Official Language? So, Amit Shah, our Home Minister, right, he has been appointed as the chairperson of the Committee of Parliament on Official Languages. And remember, 2024, it marks the 75th year since Hindi was accepted as the official language. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Chief Secretary of Arunachal Pradesh? So, Manish Kumar Gupta has been appointed as Chief Secretary of Arunachal Pradesh. He will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding C.S. Dharmendra. Next, and we saw that Dharmendra ji has been appointed as the Chief Secretary of Delhi. Next, who is said to be re-elected as the President of FIH for a second term? So, Mohammad Tayyab Ikram will be appointed as the President for the second term of FIH. Next, which of the following person is not one of the 6 senior advocates who were recently appointed by ACC to serve additional Solicitor Generals in Supreme Court of India? Among the following, who is not? So, Tushar Mehta. Rest all are them. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Galaxy Health Insurance? So, Gopal Srinivasan, right, has been appointed as Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Galaxy Health Insurance. Next, name the Indian cricketer who has recently on board as brand ambassador of Shriram Finance Limited. So, Rahul Sharan Dravid, right? Rahul Dravid has been appointed as the brand ambassador of Shriram Finance Limited. Next, who has been recently appointed as the new Prime Minister of Jordan? So, Jafar Hassan, appointed as the new Prime Minister of Jordan. Next, who has been recently appointed as the brand ambassador of the Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways? So, Manu Baka, the athlete, right? She is related to shooting and she has won bronze medals in the Olympic Games that were held recently in Paris. And she has been appointed as the brand ambassador of the Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways. Next, who has been recently elected as the president of the 68th General Conference of the International Atomic Energy Agency? So, Sang Wook Ham, right, has been elected as the president here of IAEA during the 68th General Conference of IAEA. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Director General of Narcotics Control Bureau, that is NCB. So Anurag Garg has been appointed here as Director General. He will succeed whom? He will be succeeding here Anish Dayal Singh. Next, who has been recently appointed as the Director General of Aeronautics Development Agency, the autonomous body that comes under the Ministry of Defense. So, Jitendra J. Jadhav. He has been recently appointed as the Director General of ADA. Right? Take a note of this. Next, who was sworn in as the 8th Chief Minister of Delhi in September 2024? So, Atishi, right, a senior leader of Aam Aadmi Party, took oath as the 8th Chief Minister of Delhi, right, and she was appointed by the President Draupadi Murmu ma'am, and Lieutenant Governor Vinay Kumar Saxena, he administered the oath and secrecy to office. She replaced whom? She replaced Arvind Kejriwal. And Atishi, she became the third woman to become the Chief Minister of Delhi. Next, who has been recently elected as the President of Sri Lanka? Let's revise some current affairs, students. If I ask you recently, India has recently signed an agreement with which country in order to boost the electric propulsion system for the Indian Navy? Right, so this electric propulsion system, right, for this India has signed an agreement with UK. So these two countries have signed an agreement together for Indian Navy. Then Kolkata International Film Festival. In Kolkata International Film Festival, right, this was recently held. Question asked can be asked to you is that in this film festival, right, which was the focus country or country of focus? So the focus country here was France. Take a note of it, right? We are talking about Kolkata International Film Festival. In this, the focus country is your France. Then recently in Gujarat, a product got the GI tag. In Gujarat, a product recently got the GI tag. What is the name of that project or that product? It is Gharchola Sari. It is Gharchola Sari. Right? So for Gujarat, this product got the GI tag. Then recently, Hornbill Festival. Hornbill Festival was celebrated where? It was celebrated in Manipur, or was celebrated in Nagaland, right? And we observed the 25 years of Hornbill Festival observed in Nagaland. Then recently India's first Hyperloop train test, right? First Hyperloop train test was tested by which IIT? It was tested by IIT Madras. Take a note of this also, right? And then if I ask you recently, which country will host the Asia Oceania Satellites User Conference? I repeat, Asia Oceania Satellite Users Conference. So this conference will be hosted by which country? It will be hosted by our India, right? Take a note of it. Then apart from this, World Maritime Conference. World Maritime Conference 2024. This World Maritime Conference is set to be hosted by which state? So it will be hosted by India, and in India too it will be hosted by Chennai, and in it will be hosted by Tamil Nadu state, and in Tamil Nadu also it will be hosted by Chennai. From India, it is Indigo that is ranked as the world's worst airline. Right, from India, it is Indigo. Then who is having the chair of or who is having the UN chair for the UN Commission on Narcotic Drugs? So UN Commission on Narcotic Drugs is with our India, right? The chairmanship of this is with our India. Then recently, if I ask you who has been reappointed as the Director General of World Trade Organization. So Okonzo Iweala, right, who has been appointed as the chairperson of ICC, Jay Shah, right, for ICC. Then apart from this, Mahendra Singh Dhoni has appointed as the brand ambassador of which company recently? It is Euro Grip Tires. Right, for Euro Grip Tires, MS Dhoni has been appointed as their brand ambassador. Moving on, student.